So many of you know this model already. We're going to walk through it because as much as we know it, I think it's really helpful to be reminded of it. On page 31 is a more detailed version of this. So what I will tell you before we even get into the SBI, and I get it, it's SBII. Technically it's SBIIR, but we don't teach SBIIR because it takes too long to say. We're going to teach SBI. I've read a number of things. In fact, some of them were put out by CCL a number of years ago that said, you can do them in any order you want as long as you hit them all. Oh, no, don't do that. We're teaching today the importance of hitting them in a specific order so that it resonates in the way that it needs to for the person. You can do them in any order you like, and it will be less effective. So it starts with situation. You describe something that is very time-bound, very specific. You say, Laura, in the sales meeting the other day, when you pounded the table and raised your voice, it was very specific situation and the behavior. Pounded the table, raised your voice. I didn't say you always or you never, because if I say, Laura, you always, what is she going to say? Nuh-uh. Oh, that's my son. Nuh-uh. Basically, it's the same message. No, I don't do it all the time. Then you get into a debate, derailed before you even get it out there. If I say, in the meeting on Thursday when you got angry, what does she say? Nuh-uh. Good one. No, I wasn't angry. I was passionate. Derailment number 2. So super specific to situation, time-bound, and behavior. And then you get to impact. So Laura, in the sales meeting last Thursday, when you pounded the table and raised your voice, I felt diminished and as though my contribution didn't matter. It was very specific to impact on me. Notice I didn't say, you were disrespectful. I don't know if she was disrespectful or not. I can only say what I saw and how it impacted me. Or you treated me shabbily. I mean, nobody uses the word shabbily since 1920, but still, you know what I mean. All right? I'm going to bring that word back, so pass it around. So super specific on the situation, time-bound. On the behavior, if you could film it, if you could hear it or see it, you could describe it. If it's going on in here, you cannot describe it. You don't know how I'm feeling. Don't try to describe it. Describe what you saw. Impact on me primarily. Second bullet, I believe, is impact on others. Little sticky, so be careful about saying, I felt as though I was diminished and my contribution didn't matter, and others felt the same way. Because what can she come back and say? Or who, or, once again, derailment. What you can say is what you observed. So I felt diminished and as though my contribution didn't matter, and I saw everybody sit back and cross their arms and stop contributing. Then it's not a debate about how anybody else felt. I am not carrying forward what anybody else felt. Does that distinction make sense? That's going to be one of the hardest ones because I felt it, so everybody else did. Not necessarily.